Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another classic Texas Pete GoPro. Today we're at the Bootlegger Setra Enduro, and as you can see from the beginning, starting off in test 5. This was the last section for the day. We got this guy on the Honda right in front of me. This is Mark Anthony in 30A. He's actually on my row, even though I'm in AA. He's basically AA speed. Ended up, he got second overall on the day, so it was pretty good to try to pace with him. I didn't realize that he was that quick compared to the other guys out there, because at first, towards the beginning of the race, I was actually trying to start in front of him, and he was passing me most of the time. So because of that, I was like, wow, I don't know if I'm just going slow or what, because he wasn't even a AA, but it turns out he was one of the front runners. But yeah, a lot of fun riding with you, Mark. You see in this video. It was cool to try to follow you, and sometimes he was following me a little bit. He was actually, at one time, wanting to get around pretty bad because I was roosting him pretty bad. But this race was pretty interesting. We did get a good amount of rain beforehand. This is in the mountains of, or kind of foothills of North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. A lot of sunspots, so sometimes a little bit hard to see the trail, but this is single track pretty much all the way around with the Enduro. A little shorter race for the Enduro circuit, looking at a total of about 30 miles. Generally you do high 40s to mid 50s, high 50s sometimes as far as mileage goes in Enduro. So this one was a lot shorter, with only the 5 sections, a couple sections being only like 3 miles each. So some pretty quick racing. I was done. I was on row 24, and I was done before 2 o'clock. Actually, I was out of here by 2 o'clock. But started at about 9:30. Beautiful weather, no rain whatsoever. Just nice sunny day, good temperature. Did get a little warmer later on. And for those who race this Enduro, you probably realized riding it that this last section, section 5, was actually one of the earlier sections, just reversed. So some of it was a lot better than it was earlier, because it had already been ridden by everybody. Not a whole lot of people out here, a couple hundred guys. It's only like 50 rows. But things definitely dried up over time. It was pretty slick in the morning. See some guys from the earlier rows. This spot up here was a little bit different than the rest of the trail. Pretty fun little grass track. Still trying to keep up with Mark up here. He's on a Honda 450. It's an older one with the dual exhaust. He said it was his practice bike. And he was complaining a little bit about his tire. His rear tire was a little worn out. So that's why he said I beat him a couple times. But every time I did pass him in a section on the scan out at the end, he was always right there. I could look back and he'd be getting scanned when I'm riding away. If I got in front of him, he wasn't too far behind. Getting around a couple guys here. Not really a whole lot of amazing lines in the race, just kind of following one trail for the most part. Pull up. Actually, 1 second. So take a look at this here. The trail actually goes off to the right there. I kind of noticed it, and so did he, but I just, saw it a little earlier. So this is where I got ahead of Mark, and that's the way it stayed for the rest of the section. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the results right quick, talk to you guys a little about that. But yeah, with everybody in the race, I ended up getting 5th overall, which I was really happy with. and I got 4th in AA. Mark was 2nd overall, so he kind of offset some of the AA guys. But yeah, top 5 besides him was AA. And we ended up tying with a couple guys with the total drop of 22 and some odd seconds. So Pat Jones, Trent Gaither, Chris Goodman, and me all finished on the same minute. And then they just look at the seconds as a tiebreaker. So I was the 2nd fastest guy to drop 22, right behind Pat Jones. Good job, Pat. Ended up getting the 3rd place in AA on the day. It would have been nice to get top 3 in AA. I didn't even realize that I was putting in the pace to do that. I was just kind of out here riding. I mean, yeah, I was pushing hard, but probably would have been a little more aggressive towards the beginning of the race if I had known, but maybe next time. Pretty clean racing today. No major mistakes. Kind of missed a couple turns, especially in section 1. And they try to take out a lot of, or not a lot, but in prior years, especially when it's muddy, there's been some real technical spots, and there really wasn't any of that today. There was one hill climb in section 1 that wasn't that hard, but what made it a little hairy was that there was guys all over it when I came in. So that was interesting, but besides that, nothing really held me up. I did fall over one time, and that was about it. Probably nicked a couple trees, but no injuries. My brother Ray, he was about crashing every section, seemed like, but he still put in a real solid ride. Some of his section times were right up there with the top 5 guys, so he's doing good on the 4-stroke. I'm trying to tell him for a long time to go ahead and get on the 4-stroke. Just finally now getting around to it. But this section was a lot of fun. Getting more into some of the tighter stuff here. And I just want to say, I know it's been a little bit since I did a voiceover. So if you guys are watching this, I appreciate you sticking with me. Sometimes I don't always have the time to do a full-on video with the voiceover and everything, but I'm just trying to do my best for you. And I may release another section from this race. That one probably won't have voiceover on it, but I did record 2 out of the 5. I was going to record another one, but I couldn't get the camera working for some reason. And my brother Ray, you can check out his videos. He's probably going to definitely have some footage from some other sections. He does not have this section though, so definitely have to watch mine to get this section. And yeah, we kind of spread out some of the filming so we could cover the whole race. This race was awesome. I just kind of missed this property. It's been a long time, not a long time, but it's been a while since I've ridden here. The North Carolina Hare Scramble circuit used to race on this property. Hare Scramble that they would have once a year, maybe twice a year sometimes. And they went ahead and took that off of the schedule. Can't remember why, but probably most people didn't like it. But this is, I really like this trail, the way it rides. It's got a good flow to it, and it's just fun. This hill climb up here, there was kind of 2 ways to go, but I didn't know which way was best, so I just went to the left, and I'm guessing that was the faster way because it turned left at the top of the hill. Remember coming up this hill the other way in the first section. Like I said, this was reversed. Pretty fast piece in here. Some fun trail, a little slippery at times. There's definitely a few spots in here where you come in pretty fast to 2 trees that are about as wide as your handlebars. So, gotta pay attention. I might get wedged in somewhere or smack a tree. This was a little rock pile. It was slippery and it was sketchy. Hard to keep it straight through there. But those who have seen my video already, just before I've uploaded it, said that I went through there pretty good. At least I didn't crash. That's all I was trying to do. But we got a little shorter video for you today. About 20 minutes or so. The last part of the video, definitely watch the end, if anything else, after I get out of the section. Me and the other guys on my row, including Mark, just kind of talking about the race a little bit. Some good stuff. And this was part of the Hare Scramble Trail when they raced it, so I was definitely kind of reminiscing on that. Remember going through here when it was a Hare Scramble. I've won that one before. And I guess it would have been in the 258 class. I got booted out of 258 for the Setra Enduros. So I've been running AA. You guys are very fast in AA. Not easy to get a win, but just enjoying it. Had a great time out here today. Shout out to Greg Jones. He had his chase van running around. After every section, I was always, had more than what I needed. Goggles, food, water, whatever. Tools. It's always nice to have that, just in case you need it. Setup was feeling good today. I really haven't changed anything on the bike in quite some time. I'm past due to get service on the forks and shock, but I haven't done it yet because it feels really good for some odd reason. Last two races have been mud races. I don't know why. I saw so after the resets, I'd see Keith Jones and Patrick Jones, Keith Mitchell, scraping mud off their bikes and trying to get some of the weight off. Maybe my setup's a little bit off because it actually starts to feel, I don't know, it feels better when it's weighted down by the mud for some reason to me. I kind of like my bike when it gets covered in mud. It gets a little heavier and, I don't know, it just kind of rides good. Put the turn there a little bit. But yeah, I think next time I get it serviced, I might have some slight changes made. I'm pretty happy with where I got my clicker set and everything. I've been tuning on it for quite some time, but I haven't changed anything lately because it's been working out pretty good. I can't remember the last time I've practiced. I just kind of go race and usually have not ridden during the week at all. It would have just been last time I rode was the last time I raced. And it does hurt me a little bit. I start out slower than what my potential is. But we do have a lot on our plate right now. My last year of college, so about to graduate. Things have changed a little bit. We're making the best of it right now. Still going to the races, and I don't know. It's always like after the race. Once you're not sore anymore, so you want to go back racing again. So definitely doing something right. Kind of awkward this trail right here, the way it just turns and goes up the hill. I was trying to look around, see if that was actually the right way to go. But yeah, it turns out it was. It's a good thing I kind of went, cut the corner off there a little bit. Getting towards the later part of the section, I believe this one was about 7 miles or so, from what I heard. And just came up a little rocky part, now coming back down the other side across this water. Ray crashed there in section 1 pretty good, tweaked up the front end, and kind of messed up his bar clamps a little bit. Had his bars all cockeyed. Probably see some of that footage from him. Got a little fast piece here. This was also part of the hair scramble in the past. Pretty fun shot. Try not to like hit a rock and get booted off the bike or something. Got a couple guys from some rows ahead of me. They're not in my class or anything. Patrick Jones, who finished right ahead of me, who got third in AA, he was on the row in front of me, row 23. Never did see him in the trail anywhere, because he was keeping a good little gap on me. They do start 1 minute between rows. Check this out right here. Yeah, not my greatest turn there. Also about, I don't know, somewhere between 5 to 8 seconds, so not too bad. And front end was a little tweaked, but this was getting really close to the end of the section, and I kind of knew that, so I wasn't going to stop and adjust it at all. Just keep on pushing through. Got a little mud on the sleeve and hand glove. We had multiple places out here. We had Dalton Anderson taking some photos. Check out Need Prayer racing. His smug mug, you can go Need Prayer Racing Photography, smug mug or something like that. Got some photos from this race, multiple sections. Dalton's brother Russ out here racing as well. I believe that was Dalton right there. But yeah, this is the scan out. Setra's using transponders now. So they scan your transponder. Good stuff. And but yeah, really appreciate you guys watching. You can definitely check out the end here and listen to me and Mark talking. But yeah, enjoy.
Good ride, man.
Thanks. I fell over right there at the end.
Really?
Yeah.
I got destroyed in that rock section.
What's that?
I had no problem on the way going that way. I don't know, I think this bus might be slipping or something.
It was pretty hairy going up.
Yeah. I feel like I was sitting there going through and I was trying to be easy on the gas back there.
Yeah.
There in the rock section, he's like, go, go, go. Fuck, dude. I'm sitting here trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it got into that slick clay stuff again, and I you guys dropped.
Well, at least you didn't. Nobody crashed on that part that's like 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
How fast did you go by the tracks?
I don't know. That was scaring me.
Yeah. It took me a while to slow down. Like I was up to speed, and then I started slowing down, but with those rocks, it just kind of picks up, and I was.
You know, and they freaked me out because occasionally you'd see the end of the ones.
Yeah.
And I was.
Oh yeah, the cross tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had nicked that, you probably done.
Yeah, you would have been struggling.